Hello friends, welcome to Dr. Vet channel. I am Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor and Head Veterinary Medicine. We have already seen a very important disease of the muscle, myopathy. It is a non-inflammatory degenerative disease. Here we will see the part 3 of myopathy. Myopathy is a disease of muscles, an important disease. In this part, we will see clinical pathology, diagnosis, and the treatment of myopathy. Here we will see clinical pathology. In this condition, myopathy condition, there is a rise in enzyme creatine phosphokinase, short CPK, is highly specific indication of myocardial and skeletal muscle degeneration. The level of CPK rises, but its is half-life is less, 4 to 6 hours. This CPK rise in an indication of skeletal muscle degeneration. The level of AST and SGOT also increased following the myopathy. But these enzymes, SGOT, is also present in other tissues, especially liver. So when there is disease of liver, there is also increase of SGOT, AST. So this is not a reliable indicator of primary muscle tissue degeneration. The other thing is that the enzyme AST has a longer half-life than CPK. In CPK, half-life is 4 to 5 hours. In AST, the half-life is more. The level of AST may remain elevated for several days following the acute myopathy. So this is also important while providing the diagnosis. Here we will see the diagnosis, clinical signs and clinical pathology is sufficient to provide the diagnosis. Clinical signs we have seen all signs of muscle weakness, inability to rise, inability to walk, lameness, stiffness. Clinical pathology, there is significant rise of creatinine phosphokinase enzyme in the serum. There is a differentiation of primary and secondary myopathies is also required. Also, etiological differentiation is also necessary to provide the proper diagnosis. In primary, mostly the signs are of local muscles, while in secondary ischemia, the signs are mostly generalized. We continue here the diagnosis. If there is white muscle disease or angiotic muscular dystrophy, estimation of vitamin E and selenium is required. The level of vitamin E and selenium reduces in white muscle disease. Important history of exercise is important in the diagnosis of exertional rhabdomyolysis. In exertional rhabdomyolysis, the animal stops immediately walking during exercise or few minutes after exercise. There is a myoglobinuria also, and it occurs in horse, and there is tying up syndrome, stiffness. In congenital myopathy, the defect is from the birth in the calves and other young ones. In neurogenic myopathy, because there is nerve damage, there is total loss of the muscle mass that also clinician can see. And another additional finding is flaccid paralysis. Treatment of myopathy, vitamin E and selenium supplementation in the diet for the treatment of nutritional muscular dystrophy or white muscle disease. In lactic acidosis, that is because of excessive grain engorgement. On digestion, there is production of lactic acid. To neutralize that lactic acid, orally sodium bicarbonate is given. And if there is lactic acidosis in the blood, then intravenous sodium bicarbonate is also helpful. Diagnose the disease and provide etiological treatment. Also, there are other symptoms also. Provide symptomatic treatment. If there is inflammation, give non-steroid anti-inflammatory drug. If there is pain, give painkiller drugs. If there is fever, give antipyretics. If there is muscle loss, give sufficient nutrients and good nutrition. In continuation of the treatment, supportive therapy is very much necessary for severe myopathy, particularly when case is persistent recurrent. Liberal quantities of thick good bedding is given to minimize decubital ulcer and to reduce the effect of ischemia. Removal of animal from solid hard floor to a softer ground to give more comforts. Additionally, frequent turning of animal from side to side to increase the blood flow to the limbs to minimize the ischemia in the hind limbs and to protect the animal from secondary myopathy. Very important thing is provision of sufficient fluid therapy to prevent myoglobinuric renal necrosis. You know that myoglobins are large molecules. It blocks the renal tubules. So there must be sufficient fluid therapy to save the animal from kidney failure. Fluid therapy also provide sufficient dextrose energy. Fluid therapy also provides strength to the animal, calcium, phosphorus, other minerals and vitamins to support the animal, to give the strength to the animal that makes the animal able to stand. Palatable, good, nutritious diet is a must when there is muscle degeneration to promote the regeneration of the muscle. In short, all measures are taken for the recumbent animals if recumbency is for a long time to prevent the decubital sores. If there is decubital sores, the animal is required to give parenteral antibiotics and dressing of the sores and frequent turning of the animals. Dear friend, requested to share this information to veterinary and veterinary students. If you like this channel or slide, please press the like button. To promote the channel, request you to subscribe this channel. Thank you very much for observing the slide. Thank you.